Very good morning to all my kids. This is the chapter number 18 as you are seeing, and this chapter 18, that is pollution of air and water, is the last chapter of our science book. So we are finally on the last chapter at the end of the session, and today I'm going to start explaining this chapter 18. So I will read and I will explain. So without any delay, let us begin this video, children, because this is the last one and there are certain things which I have to explain. So Paheli and Bujo were very excited to hear the news that Taj Mahal in Agra is now one of the 7 wonders of the world. You know very well, Taj Mahal is a world famous monument. But they were disappointed to hear that the beauty of this monument in white marble is being threatened by air pollution in the area surrounding the Taj. Day by day, because Taj is made by the white marble, pure white marble, and it is famous for its white color. But day by day, as the day passes, you are seeing that Agra is one of the most polluted city of our country, and because of this pollution, our Taj is also affected. So they were eager to know if something can be done to fight the air and water pollution. So eager means they want to know, they wish to know, they are very keen to know about the thing which affect the Taj and which affect the Taj and how we can remove these pollution which is present deeply embedded in our air and in the water. So we are all aware that our environment is not what it used to be. Our elders talk about the blue sky, clean water and fresh air that was available in their times. But now the media regularly reports on the falling quality of the environment, day by day, because of the overpopulation, because of the extreme use of the convents and all. Our country become very polluted and cities become very polluted. People are affecting, their lungs are affected. So many kind of diseases which are generated due to the air pollution as well as the water pollution, because of the contaminated impure water. By drinking impure water, so many kind of disease we feel or we face. So many we are affected by so many diseases like jaundice, one of the major disease which occur due to the use of or drinking contaminated or polluted water. So now we ourselves feel the impact of the falling quality of air and water in our lives. The number of people suffering from diseases of the respiratory system, for example, is steadily rising. People, nowadays everybody is very aware and they used to wear the mask just because of the corona. But before the corona, people who are living in the polluted cities like Agra, like Kanpur, Delhi, these are the areas which are very affected and they having much pollution, air pollution, especially because of the industrial area. They are having so many industries, and because of these industries the air is very polluted, the air get polluted and people have to wear the mask. But nowadays everybody is aware, they are wearing the mask to protect themselves against COVID, not they want to protect themselves against or from these polluted air. So this is a very big problem, pollution. We can overcome from the COVID, but we cannot overcome from the pollution, especially the air pollution and water pollution, because we are not controlling ourselves. We are regularly using the things which are creating air pollution, like the vehicles. We are using the vehicle in a very extreme way. We are not using the public transport. Instead of that, we are using the personal transport, and we are not aware that if we burn the leaves, the air become polluted, the smoke pollutes our air. So many harmful gases like sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide is released in the sky, in the air, and we inhale the same thing, so our lungs get affected badly and we will suffer by so many lung diseases. We shudder to imagine a time when clean air and water may no longer be available. You have learned about the importance of air and water in your previous classes. In this chapter, we will study about the harmful changes taking place in our surrounding and their effects on our lives. So first point is air pollution. Air pollution. We can survive for some time without food. We can live without food. We can live without our luxurious things. But we cannot live without air. We can live some hours. We can live someday. We can live without water also. But we can't survive a single moment, a single minute without air. And if this air which we are inhaling directly are become infected, become polluted, become contaminated, then how can we protect our body? Okay, this simple fact tells us how important clean air is to us. So you already know that air consists of mixture of gases. Air is a mixture of gases, you all know. By volume, about 78% of the mixture is made by the nitrogen, about 21% is the oxygen, and rest 1% having carbon dioxide, argon, methane, ozone and water vapor. Okay, this is the constitution of the air. Now you can see in this activity how much vehicles are moving on a road and how much these vehicles release the smoke, that is poisonous smoke. Okay, so one of your observation in the above activity could be the differences in the amount of smoke in the atmosphere. Do you know where the smoke could have come from? Addition of such substances to the atmosphere modifies it. When air is contaminated by unwanted substances which have a harmful effect on both the living and non-living, it is referred to as air pollution. So what is air pollution? The definition, if we go with the definition, then it says that air pollution, if there is a certain change, you know the constitution of the air, percentage wise, just we have read that 78% is nitrogen, 21% is oxygen, and rest 1% having carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, sulfur, water vapor, ozone, etc. But if the composition will be changed due to any certain things, due to any circumstances, if there will be any up down, if there will be an increment in the harmful gases which comes into the 1%, then the whole composition disturbs, and due to which our air become not very suitable to live in. So this air become polluted or contaminated, because if the harmful or unwanted, undesirable gases will be increased in the air, then the air become polluted or contaminated, and this is known as air pollution, right? Now, how does air get polluted? How does air get polluted? So there are so many things, you know. The pollution, you know, this is the pollution which if there is any certain change in the composition, if harmful products or components increases in the air, then the air become polluted. Okay, so who makes our air polluted? There are certain chemicals, there are certain toxic gases which make our air polluted, and these substances are known as or termed as pollutant. It is given here. The substance, please underline this. The substance which contaminate the air is called air pollutant. Sometimes such substances may cause from natural sources like smoke and dust arising from forest fire, you know, burning of trees. And this is a forest fire which is sometimes natural, which is sometimes man-made. Okay, the volcanic eruptions, yes, of course, volcanic eruption is also equally involved in the air pollution, because it releases very extremely harmful poisonous gas in a huge amount. Now, the pollutants are also added to the atmosphere by certain human activities. Yes, of course, we are the human, and the population of human you know very well. So, we are doing regularly some things, some activities among which some are very beneficial and some are too harmful for the atmosphere. The sources of air pollutants are factories, the smoke, see the smoke which is emerging or releases from the factories, some power plants, at automobile exhaust, and burning of firewood and dung cakes. These are the things which increases the air pollution, or which is responsible for the air pollution, Right. Now many respiratory problems are caused by air pollution. Why? Because our lungs, our nasal chambers, everything is involved in the respiration. So complete respiratory tract will be badly affected. Okay. Have you noticed how rapidly the number of vehicles is increasing in our cities? If you will get any information, you will be shocked. Like nowadays, the keeping vehicles, four-wheelers are the symbol of the status. But unfortunately, we are not understanding, we are not realizing that these vehicles and these smoke of these vehicles create how much harm on the atmosphere, and because we are staying or living in the same atmosphere, so how much it affects our lives. So vehicles produce high level of pollutants like carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxide and smoke. Carbon monoxide is produced from incomplete burning of fuel such as petrol and diesel. It is a poisonous gas. It is a very poisonous and reduces the oxygen carrying capacity of the blood. See, this is the main reason why it is very poisonous and why it is toxic, because the work of blood, the hemoglobin carries the oxygen by a bond, oxyhemoglobin bond. And if our capacity of the blood will be decreased, if the capacity of the blood of carrying the oxygen molecule will be decreased, then how can we get oxygen from the atmosphere? Even the oxygen is present in the atmosphere, but if the capacity will be decreased, if the capacity of the blood will be decreased, then what is the use and what is the purpose of the oxygen which is present in abundant amount in the surrounding? Are you getting what I am saying? So this is what these are the certain effects which are very, very scary actually. So this is for all today, children, and in the next video you'll get the other important topic. So thank you for watching this video.